How's it going, everyone? It is Gajeel. We're back with another fairy tale video, and this time we're going to be talking about how Gajeel Redfox went from a villain to a family man. So Gajeel, being the Iron Dragon Slayer, he was once known for being a ruthless member of Phantom Lord, and his redemption honestly began the second that Phantom had attacked Fairy Tail. Unbeknownst to Gajeel, the member that he first attacked would later be the mother to his child, which is going to be real awkward when anyone brings up how he met Levi. I think even though Gajeel didn't realize it at the time, seeing how much love and care each of the Fairy Tail members had for one another and how little Phantom Lord cared about any of its members kind of subconsciously changed Gajeel. Shortly after the battle against Phantom was finished is when Makarov approached Gajeel, offering Gajeel the opportunity to join Fairy Tail. I really like Makarov's words about Fairy Tail and bringing Gajeel into the light, and this truly is Gajeel accepting a better path for himself and leaving his past villain self behind. Additionally, a side note that I love is this is all because of Juvia, since Makarov only went there because, Juvia had joined the guild, and because she was friends with him in Phantom, she had asked Makarov to go check on him and potentially get him to join the guild. So literally all of this is because of Juvia. And I think to everyone else, Gajeel still seemed mostly the same about wanting to fight people and honestly being kind of stubborn. That's obviously what he wanted everyone to think about him, so he initially let everyone beat him up in the guild to vent their anger, and he wasn't fighting back, and he was genuinely trying to gain their trust and actually trying to have them not see him as an enemy. And I think throughout the arcs up until Tenro, Gajeel continued to gain the guild's trust and furthered his relationship with Levi. And Mashima definitely did try to have some doubt with Gajeel's motivations, with him being a double agent with Raventail. In the long term, he was 100% loyal to Fairy Tail and was never loyal to Raventail at all. The true moment that Gajeel became a Fairy Tail wizard and really embodied what it meant to be one, and he completely gained, all the other members' trust, is his fight on Tenro Island. Even though he was just fighting lackeys of Grimoire Heart, and they weren't any of the seven kin of Purgatory, this fight is honestly so great because it's where we learn more about Gajeel. It deepens his relationship with Levi, and honestly having her realize that Gajeel is not a bad guy and will protect her along with the rest of the guild if need be. And truly the best moment of the fight is Gajeel saying to these Grimoire Heart members that if they want to pick a fight with Fairy Tail, that he knows where that path leads. And I find that so poetic, since obviously his guild challenged Fairy Tail and look at where that went. Ultimately having Gajeel finally declare that he's a Fairy Tail wizard and is such a cool moment. I love it so much. Genuinely after this point, he's 100% on the good side, but I would say his journey isn't done yet, since he has a few more moments that helped him become the man that he is today. Cutting forward is where we get to the Tartos Arc, where Gajeel was tasked with defending one of the Magic Council members, and he had failed this task and the council member had died. Which is where you get a flashback to when Gajeel was in Phantom Lord and he had to go to the Magic Council, and he had talked to the member Belno, and that was the member that had given him a talk that really stuck with him over time and made Gajeel strive to be a better man, and ultimately sad in the end because he couldn't show her who he'd become. Because she died, and also he was tasked in saving her, and he ultimately failed. And finally, during the Alvarez arc, Gajeel's fight against Bloodman, where he confesses to Levi that he loves her and wants a family with her. And honestly, he's doing this just because he's thinking that he's about to die and none of his dreams actually would come true. Ultimately, he doesn't, and Gajeel and Levi fully become a couple, and Gajeel is eventually going to be a future dad since Levi is currently pregnant. Very light spoilers for 100 Quest as of chapter, I think, 162. He's still yet to have his child, so we're really honestly unsure of how he's going to be as a father just yet. Overall, love the arc that Gajeel had. It's one of my favorites in the show. I think initially I did not really love Gajeel's character. Obviously, he's portrayed as a villain, but I think after the Tenro moment, it really solidified for me that he's a founding member of Fairy Tail and just really embodies the guild and is such a fun character to see and have him interact with everyone, with him being one of the most ruthless villains and becoming one of the most beloved members of the guild. So what are your guys' thoughts about Gajeel? Leave in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and this is Drago, signing out.